Next, be a man with grace, right? Which by definition, the word grace is a characteristic or quality pleasing for its charm or refinement, a sense of fitness or propriety, a characteristic or quality pleasing for its charm or refinement, having a sense of fitness or propriety, right? Now, you should be a man with grace, and you do so when you practice and prepare to be a man with grace. A man who is a winner knows what to say, and this can even mean not saying anything at all. The fact is, he knows that his words carry weight, so he's intentional about where he drops them off at. You know, he's smooth with it, right? You should also refrain from being braggadocious, because this braggadocious behavior can be overbearing at times and even offensive to some people. But instead, allow your bravado to be an internal light, shining from within, aimed at whoever you choose in a complimentary way, as if to reflect off of other people so that they shine right along with you as well, right? Play nice with other people and you will win their support. You will also have the support and cooperation of other people watching you who you may not even know, right? You the man, so help other people shine too. And being a man is not only about winning, it's about the lessons we gather along the way. So if for any reason you don't accomplish your goal or overcome the challenge, this particular instance is merely a lesson. But in any case, when life decides to hand us a much needed lesson, as a man, we receive it with class and dignity. I know it sounds basic in essence, but we would still assume that most men already know how to handle themselves with class and dignity. However, it's just not true, right? This one rule of simply being a man is often tainted and violated on a common basis. Think about this. If you, in your nature of manhood, want her acting within her feminine nature of womanhood, then you must remain in control of your dominant energy. Because to relinquish that would have you in conflict with yourself. Bottom line. When men are out of position, then by default, everything else is out of position as well. Huh? Hello. I said when men are out of position, everything else is out of position as well. You understand? Don't overcomplicate what I'm saying, and don't relegate what I'm saying to only being applicable to your interaction with women. If you want anything from anybody, anywhere regarding you, then you have to be a man about how you approach the situation at all times. Now, that's the first rule of manhood, right? Which is to simply be a man. Don't let anyone pull you out of your zone of manliness. Always remember, the man is the model. Huh? Hello. Always remember that the man is the model. You are the model for everyone else. In fact, let's look at that word model, right? Which in this specific context means to establish a standard or example for imitation and or a miniature representation of something, right? A standard or example for imitation and or a miniature representation of something. So let me chop it up for you, right? Us as men were created to be the standard and the example for mankind while simultaneously representing the miniature version of God here on earth. It's just like you and your son. You've created a miniature version of yourself with him, and God has created a miniature version of himself with us. From this understanding, all we have to do is walk in our divine authority. Most people don't think it's that simple, but it is. And oftentimes we overcomplicate things because of our lack of understanding about manhood. Even in resolving a conflict, right? If you as a man have an understanding that you were created to be the solution here on earth, then you will approach things from a place of resolution instead of a place of confusion. Huh? Hello. Even in resolving a conflict. If us as men have an understanding that we are the solution, then we'll approach things from a position of resolution instead of a position of confusion. I'm here now, right? Have no fear. Jabar Lance Brown is here, or whatever your name is. You would just swap my name out and put your name in there somewhere. You know how it go. It's just that simple. Look, I know some of you guys have a hard time believing what I'm saying and following instructions and adopting this new way of thinking about men and about yourself. But just because you are having a hard time believing in yourself and all that God has created you to be, it doesn't make what I'm saying and what I believe about men any less true, right? The number one rule of manhood is to simply be a man.